So we meet again. Clearly, I'm no match for your strength, so I'll just have to make use of it. My name is Alexandria Moreau. Seeing as we are not total strangers, let us get down to business. Naturally, I will have you answer my questions in full honesty. To start, please identify yourself. I see. You do seem rather lonely, don't you? Now then, where might I find Robert Fortune? Well, after all I did to make him suffer, I'm rather surprised he didn't run away or hide. The foolish man. However, I suppose it simplifies things somewhat. I shall have you bring him to me. There we go. Help me get what I desire, and you shall be rewarded. You were gathering morning glories earlier, no? That is a special flower. I want you to serve it to Mr. Fortune in a tea. Once he's consumed it, he should follow your every order. After that, you are to bring him to the abandoned plot of land by Denzuin Temple. Understood? Good. Then I'll leave the matter to you.
How can I help you today? That's very kind of you. Although I'm not quite sure I can accept it. I'm in your debt enough as it is. Then again, I would hate to refuse your generous invitation. Oh, what should I do? Right. If you insist. Verily, tea is a wonderful thing. It has no borders, and is something the British and Japanese can enjoy alike. Of course, I enjoy the odd cup of sake also, but there are so many who wreck their lives with it, don't you think? Anyway, this tea, it tastes a little funny, no?
Good job. You did splendidly. I have a feeling that this is the start of a beautiful relationship. We'll just have to wait and see, won't we? Till next time.
This is it! Precisely the flower I had in mind. Thank you. Words cannot express my gratitude, my friend. The Belladonna Lily. Its name means beautiful lady, you know. A perfect match for my beloved. Ah, yes. Another friend of mine has agreed to help me with my fateful proclamation. Let me introduce you.
Ah, so this is your talented friend. We will be having none of your devilry this time, correct?
Oh, already met Rutherford, have you? I owe my talented friend my very life. I'd trust them with it and more. Now, since we've got the flower in hand, we just need to present it to her. She's a geisha in the Yoshiwara district. She goes by Miss Usugumo. Then you are already familiar with her resplendent beauty. That makes things all the easier. Well, shall we make way for Yoshiwara to meet Usugumo? I appreciate your support. Oh, I'm so nervous and excited my heart could beat right out of my chest.
Ah, how lovely to see you. And so many of you today. It is lovely to see you as always. Words cannot express how grateful I am for your help with my cats.
Uh, uh, how do you know her exactly?
Is something the matter? I certainly hope we can become friends. Now, what brings you to Yoshiwara today?
Yes, ever since I first saw you, I've wanted to tell you. Here, a token of my admiration.
Oh, what a beautiful flower. Is this a gift? For me? Your gesture means ever so much. I shall never forget it. Not even when this flower has withered and died.
Here I thought I'd pay my Usugumo a visit. Didn't think I'd have to put up with her foolish customers, too. Who the hell gives a girl a dumb flower?
How dare you? Miss Usigumo will not fraternize with the likes of you. Leave us at once.
Savages everywhere. You. Isn't this what you're here for? Just don't outright kill the man, hear me? I'm not about to get on the wrong side of the law.
Just wait, damn you!
Not half bad.
That guest has been problematic in the past, but your talents were evident as ever. That we should. You are very thoughtful when it comes to your friends, I see.
I am truly glad that the flower was to your liking. I never got to introduce myself. My name is Robert Fortune. There are many beautiful flowers in the world that nearly rival your beauty. If you were to wish it, I would gladly give you every last one of them.
I cannot imagine anything more wonderful. I promise to be here awaiting you. I never knew such beautiful flowers could grow outside Yoshiwara. I hope you will be so kind as to show me more. Well, I must thank you all for today. I hope we will get to know one another over a little drink in the near future. Until next time.
Hello! Oh, things are proceeding well with Miss Usugumo, thanks to you. Every flower I bring her thrills her to no end. And yet, flowers can only do so much. She likens herself to a bird, you know. A bird trapped in a cage. And so I have decided I will free her from the Yoshiwara. I will need plenty of money, far more than I currently have to do so. I will simply have to keep gathering flowers and make as much money as I can. I'm counting on your patronage. Come to me for all your botanical needs.
I've decided to start dropping in on you from time to time. Of course not. I'd never think of harming the poor man. I only want him to do a bit of work for me. Only a bit, you see. Robert alluded to knowing about our secret art. Therefore, I wanted to find out exactly how much he discovered. But, after giving the matter due consideration, I felt that it might be better to have him and his knowledge on our side. Yes, and you proved yourself to be very useful. I put him under my spell during my journey over to this land. Having a toy soldier in one's service can be quite convenient, you know? But don't you worry. From now on, I shall endeavor to help you if I can. After all, you helped me to seduce Mr. Fortune. Well then, let me know if I can be of assistance.
How can I help you today? Me? Really? My time in China was a very memorable one. At the time, Chinese tea was highly popular in the West, so I disguised myself in order to bring back its ingredients. I wasn't allowed to travel around the country freely, you see. So I made myself look like a local to get around the restrictions. Hard work, I tell you. My plan worked, and I was eventually able to locate the ingredients in question. But, as it turned out, they were identical to the tea plants we had in England. Apparently, it was the Chinese method that made the tea leaves taste so different. Isn't the world of plants chock full of remarkable discoveries? A most excellent question. I shall do it by means of a Wardian case, a glass case within which the plants are sealed, along with some moistened soil. The plants get all the air and water they need within the case itself, all while being protected from the harsh sea winds throughout our long voyage. And it is so very pretty. Imagine a miniature greenhouse. The glass it is constructed from poses no obstruction to the view of the plants within. Oh yes, very much so. I am particularly taken with the Thyopsis dolibrata. Its spear-like trunk practically pierces the heavens. When I first laid eyes on it at a temple, why, I was so in awe I forgot myself. Before I knew it, I was halfway up the tree, shoes tossed on the ground behind me. I swear I could almost feel its vitality coursing through my veins. Oh, what joy! Though I can't say the temple priest was very happy with me.
What is it this time? All right. Out with it. Indeed. We've been friends since childhood. And though he is 3 years my senior, we pretty much grew up together. I come from a poor family and have endured much hardship. That I am alive today is thanks to Saigo. We may not agree on everything, but we share a deep bond of mutual trust. One might say, he is the other part of me.
There's something I wish to tell you. Away from prying eyes. Will you come outside with me? My thanks. Follow me. Be at ease now. It's neither of the palace or politics that I wish to speak. Hear me. I've fallen in love with you. How you feel about me, I do not know, but I couldn't hide my feelings for you any longer. I will ask you plainly. Will you spend your life with me? I see. Saddened though I am to hear that you've ever been a free-spirited stray.
none can tie you down. You may disregard my words as a jest. Let us both dedicate ourselves to our respective missions.
What is it? And what would that be? I suppose I must admit it was. Not least because I got to experience the local arts firsthand. Ukiyo-e, even the pottery. Such craftsmanship. I fancied myself well versed in the arts, but what I saw here made me question my preconceptions. Above all, in every work I sense respect for the natural world. Surely a people capable of such sentiment cannot be as barbaric as I once thought. It is my hope to one day introduce my countrymen to the splendor of Japanese art. Perhaps the rest of the world will learn more of your culture by my doing so. Well, I suppose I won't deny that. It is a beautiful place. Mount Fuji, for instance, is particularly stunning. The way its majestic peak glistens with snow, despite the raging fire that burns within, the contrast is rather arresting. I am as glad to gaze at it as I would be to climb it. If it were possible, I would lop it off and bring it all the way back to England.
Hello. I apologize for the endless stream of requests, but I'm afraid I have another favor to ask. Remember when I told you about quinine? I've been poring through medical texts since then, and I've all but confirmed that quinine will help to ease our cholera patient's suffering. It won't prevent cholera itself, unfortunately. But easing the patient's pain is something at least. And so I find myself in need of more quinine. I've looked around, but haven't had any luck. You're right. That would certainly guarantee our supply. But while we wait for the trees to grow, our patients will continue to suffer. Time is of the essence, I'm afraid. That's where the favor comes in. I've heard rumors of a merchant selling cinchona bark by the river near Mifunakura. It sounds a little bit fishy, to be honest. But we have to take a chance. Would you be willing to look for the merchant for me? Thank you. Again. I'm counting on you.
Of all the places to run into each other. I'm looking for a seedy apothecary. Someone here has been selling medicines of questionable quality lately. Let me guess. You're looking for the same person. I hear you've been frequenting the medical school lately. Something to do with that, I suppose? I see. In that case, shall we combine our efforts and start searching then? There are a lot of no-good types in search of trouble around here. I'd feel a lot better if you were with me. I appreciate your company. Off we go. Strike while the iron is hot and all that.
What's brought you two all the way to a place like this? You must be in the market for a certain something.
We're looking for some cinchona bark.
You're a lucky man. I just got my hands on some top quality bark this very morning. This is the good stuff, you know. Don't know if I'll ever see bark this fine again. Well, surely you're not going to pass up on this steal. Of course, of course. Look all you want.
Ah, I see. This is a fake. A good one, but the color and texture give it away.
Huh? Not buying then? Bah, your loss. This is no ordinary cinchona bark, see? Specially grown. Makes a much stronger medicine than the usual stuff. What? You're as crooked as I am. Oi, get in here!
That takes care of that, I suppose. I'll turn this crook into the authorities. But that doesn't change the fact that the bark was fake. I'm sure your friends at the medical school will be disappointed. I'd like to drop by the medical school myself later. If you're headed back that way, make sure to tell everyone what we learned here today.
Well, did you get the cinchona bark?
I suppose that would have been too good to be true. Well, I can't say I'm all that surprised.
Thank you. But I'm fine. I didn't have very high hopes in the first place. Frankly, this has made me reconsider a few things.
Ah, everyone's here. All went smoothly turning in that crooked apothecary. Listen, if you're in great need of quinine, I can talk to someone in charge. If they hear how badly things stand, I'm sure they'd lend you some funds.
Thank you. But there are better uses for that money than acquiring quinine. We should use it to improve the upkeep of the medical school and the town. During the course of my research, I found that the spread of cholera can be prevented if we just keep our environment clean. For now, I think that should be our highest priority, even as we keep searching for a cure.
I see. While in America, I heard a theory that disease is actually caused by minuscule organisms that thrive in unclean environments. So perhaps the best strategy would be to keep them from proliferating. I'll inform the higher-ups of your proposal at once. Please excuse me.
Better to treat the cause than the symptoms, you say. Never thought I'd hear that coming from you, of all people.
Stop being so contrary, Father. Just say it nicely, like you've really matured, Ine. I'm so proud of you.
Well, if anyone's helped me earn Dr. Narasaki's esteem, it's this person right here. You've been of such great assistance to me. I must thank you again. Thanks. I'm glad I can keep counting on you.
Now then, you heard the man. The medical school certainly can't be dirty. Let us clean.
Hang on. You ended up fighting that peddler, didn't you? Let me check you for injuries. Hold out your hand. You'll never stop getting into trouble, will you? Well, if you keep getting hurt, I'll keep treating your wounds. Promise you'll come to me. Okay? All right. You've got me. I just wanted an excuse to see you again.
Ah, good to see you. Sorry about our chat in Yoshiwara. I did mention I had something else to share with you, I believe. It's about my tuberculosis research, as you might have guessed. My time in America has taught me many things. Among them was a striking new theory that disease is caused by the presence of organisms so small they are invisible to the human eye. I remember Sawamura said there are poisons able to counteract others. If these organisms cause tuberculosis, what if we could poison them?
Sorry to keep you waiting. Oh, have you too been entranced by Mr. Fukuzawa's grand hypothesis?
Mr. Fortune is an expert in poisonous plants. I asked him to assist in looking into my theory.
I'm afraid I have bad news on that front. I scoured my many books on the subject, but was unable to identify any plants that might suit your needs.
Ah, that's a pity. Thank you for trying.
I did, however, stumble upon an interesting piece of local folklore. Did you know that the bamboo here produces small golden flowers only once every 120 years? When this happens, it releases a toxin-like substance from its roots. They say that an alchemist once used these toxins to cure a pulmonary disease.
That sounds rather hard to believe. What do you think? Yes, I agree. You know, I heard the bamboo at Ryusenji Temple is currently flowering. I think I just might go there. It's a long shot, but it's all I've got. I would be very glad if you decide to join me. Do come if you can. Thank you for coming. Unfortunately, I must be the bearer of bad news. I was turned away by the temple guard. He is on watch for burglars, apparently. Those bamboo flowers supposedly fetch a great sum on the market. If someone makes off with them, I won't know where to look for those toxins. They're actually considered unlucky, but collectors do have unusual tastes. I suppose we have little choice. This is our only chance. Who knows when the next bamboo tree will flower? Surely the temple won't mind if I just gather the soil from around the tree. Now, if Mr. Fortune's right, we just have to look for those small golden flowers. So, shall we make our way into the temple? I must insist beforehand. Under no circumstances should you kill anyone. I can never stand for causing death in the pursuit of preserving life. Come on then. We should move when we will not be seen.
You don't seem like ordinary burglars. What is your business here?
My name is Yukichi Fukuzawa. I am a scholar of medicine. Can I take some soil from around that tree? For medical purposes, of course.
I would have beaten you black and blue if you were another one after those flowers. But it's the soil you want. Ha ha! Take what you need.
We did it. And without spilling any blood.
Who gave you the idea to use the soil for medical purposes?
That would be Mr. Robert Fortune.
Huh. Of course he did. He's a sharp one. Kindly give me some of that soil.
I'm not sure I should. Should we give some to her and have her tell us more?
Thank you. I believe this soil might hold the key to a cure for tuberculosis. And I'm not about to lose more of my soldiers to that foul disease.
There she goes. She seemed certain that this soil is the key. Could we really be closer to curing tuberculosis?
Doubt breeds nothing. Faith breeds the God's blessing. So says one of our teachings. Go forward with an unclouded heart.
As you say, I must have faith. There is no time to waste. I will begin studying the soil at once. I will produce results. You'll see. I will make my mark on our country. No, on the entire medical field. Just watch.
What do you want? Get on with it then. I am but a simple monk. Of course I pray for peace and stability, but I also recognize it is not my place to critique social conditions as they are. That said, I have Nora for pompous officials who, unable to do anything on their own, are content to write the quarters of the shogun. I much prefer those of the anti-shogunate faction, who seek to realize their dreams without abusing the protection of the state. I'm guessing you heard about the time I carried 16 barrels of rice at once, though I personally don't consider that much of an achievement. Or perhaps the time I hoisted a large temple bell. Well, it may have been sizable, but it was also hollow, so it wasn't much trouble at all. You see, great feats are not carried out by brute strength, but mental preparation. All human beings are capable of the extraordinary if they set their minds to it. While it is true I play around with weapons, I am no warrior monk of old. Besides, weapons crash with my robes. What matters is ingenuity. Back in the country, I was once challenged to a sparring match with a stern master of swordplay. Kondo, I think his name was. Anyhow, when he came at me with his spear, I caught it between two wooden moles. They were all I needed to disarm the pharaoh.
That's fine work. Thanks to you, it looks like we have what we need to revitalize the shogunate. Now, I had my men look into the samurai you mentioned. Word is they're working for the Brits as an intermediary. Setting up weapon sales with the high and mighty. Something smells rotten, though. And someone in my position can't afford to turn a blind eye. In fact, not all the men I sent to investigate have come back. I have to assume the worst. This has grown beyond your pet project. I need to keep looking into this. But let's leave that conversation for another time. I sent the best of the men you gathered to the military academy, by the way. You should take a look yourselves. It's a new style of dojo, where they teach more than just the sword. Namely, firearm proficiency and horsemanship to Western standards.
Ah, that sounds interesting. I might go and take a peek right now. See you there, okay?
Man of action, isn't he? Now, there's one more favor I'd like to ask of you. Enomoto says we don't have the funds to buy ourselves guns or artillery. When I mentioned this to Mr. Brunet, he suggested we try selling Japanese crafts at the International Exposition in Paris. Viscount Shibusawa, our money man, will know exactly what to do. Will you take this letter and offer him any help he might require? You'll find him at the South Commissioner's office. That's all for now. But don't think I won't ask you for more favors if you come back. Feel free to drop by the military academy first, though. You won't want to miss what's going on there.
Good day to you. Why, you're looking at him. Is that so? Let me take a look. I see. I've always said exhibitions are a great way to drum up military support, in addition to serving as an opportunity to sell Japanese products to the West. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Eiichi Shibusawa. I am in charge of the government treasury. I have some ideas for items that might garner attention abroad. Perhaps you could assist me? For instance, in procuring ukiyo-e paintings, lacquerware, or even Satsuma pottery. Now, if only we had the contact who could help us. This is knowledge I picked up in my youth. I used to travel here and there on business, you see. Oh, do you have a lead, perchance? You mean to say you're acquainted with her? Excellent. This should be smooth sailing. Can I ask you to take care of the Satsuma pottery, in that case? I'll send word to the Satsuma myself later. When you have made some progress, do let me know. Meanwhile, I shall endeavor to gather the other goods.
Who are you?
Is that right? In that case, you may pass.
Let Okubo know what your business is. He's by the know stage inside the house. Just make sure you're on your best behavior. So, are you ready? Good. In you go.
Why go to the trouble of dismantling it?
We must keep the peace within the clan. I fear that we have little choice.
You... Why are you here?
Apparently, this no stage is going to be dismantled. Many in the Satsuma clan are far more interested in firearms than they are in the arts, you see. That's fine. But first things first. I'm under strict orders to inform a certain someone should you ever appear. I'm just going to get someone. In the meantime, perhaps you could show us your fighting prowess? We are almost eager to see more.
That is a lot to ask of a guest.
Come. Surely you are as intrigued as anyone. Show them what the Satsuma clan are capable of.
Then allow us to test your mettle. Incredible. I thank you for sparring with me.
Both of you were most impressive. I owe you for your part in my encounter with the Blue Demon. I thank you. But might I ask from whence you hail? I see. Do you mean to say that you are a Ronin?
Forgive my boldness, but anyone capable of defeating the Blue Demon should definitely be in the employ of the Satsuma.
Is that so? That's a shame, but so be it. At the very least, you can aid us with this pottery. I received a letter explaining everything, you see? I shall arrange to have it sent to Shibusawa, or whomever it was.
Come for pleasure next time, not business. We'll have a drink or two. Okubo included, of course.
Count on it.
I'm listening. Ask away. If only we could all just sit down with a drink and have a good laugh. But before we can do that, we'll need a strong nation that can stand up to the West. Such a nation would obviously be built around Satsuma, and people like Saigo and Okubo could actually make it happen. Of course, such a tremendous feat couldn't be accomplished by Satsuma men alone. We'll need to recruit talent from our enemies. I'd be for it. Even if others disagree, I'm a man with a mission. And that is to rebuild Japan as a strong and magnificent nation. Because we carry on the age-old tradition of the Shimazu demon. But you know, Satsuma is known for other arts too, like no theater.
There was once talk of dismantling the No stage at the Satsuma Villa in Edo, but one word from Lady Atsuko put that matter to rest. It's true, the present age is not much suited to No and Kabuki, but I pray we will all be able to enjoy such things again someday. I honestly can't say, but I sure like to drink it. And I don't care who I'm with, so long as the wine's flowing, we're friends. That said, the best wine is the wine you drink with old friends. That's why I always have Saigo and Okubo drink with me. The funny thing is, they're usually upset with me the day after. I never know why. Makes me wonder what I get up to.
Ah, you came! Thanks to your efforts, I've received a fine piece of Satsuma pottery. It should fetch a high price overseas. At any rate, I was hoping to exhibit an ukiyo-e print and its woodblock at the upcoming international exhibition. As it happens, I found a collector who owns a masterpiece of the genre. After some negotiating, he agreed to lend it to me, if I did a certain job for him. Can I count on your help? The collector is a very wealthy man, so I'm sure we'll be duly rewarded. Oh, most certainly. A single ukiyo-e print brings together a host of refined techniques masterfully honed by artists, carvers, and printers. Which is why I want to pair it with its woodblock to show our printmaking process. I'm sure it will be a big hit. That's the spirit. Besides, the collector is presently right here in Edo. Let me take you to him.
I wondered who it might be, but I wasn't expecting you. So, you're not entirely an enemy of the state, I see. Before you ask, I haven't seen your samurai friend. I don't know anything more, so let's not waste our time. Don't tell me you're out for my head again. That isn't funny, you know.
Oh, you know each other? Excellent. Then let us get straight to business. We will take on that job you mentioned if you'll kindly lend me the woodblock.
Ah, yes. It is my hope that it makes waves at the International Exposition. Unfortunately, there's talk that someone is trying to steal it. I will not stand idly by and wait for these ruthless scoundrels to take my property. And that's where you come in.
To root out some thieves? I agree. We mustn't leave such men to their own devices. In fact, I'd be more than happy to oblige.
Oh, a connoisseur, are you? Then I shall rest assured you're the right one for the assignment.
In any case, the first thing we need to do is lure the rats into the open, then nab them. Naturally, we mustn't let any harm come to the Consul General. Therefore, as soon as the thieves show up, we should whisk Mr. Harris to safety. Well then, let us get ourselves ready.
I had to come see for myself. Splendid work, the both of you.
All right, you're coming with me to the Commissioner's office. But first, tell me one thing. Why were you so anxious to get your hands on this woodblock?
Hokusai's bold compositions are said to capture the true essence of the ukiyo-e art form. Surely, there are collectors who'd pay anything to own one.
I can see that you are not some simple outlaw. Tell me, have you ever worked as a merchant before?
I have. It was my former occupation, but I've since fallen on hard times, as you no doubt can see. Now, I have neither status nor money. Therefore, It was my intention to steal the print and gain a second lease on life.
I can understand the desire to covet that which all the world deems a masterpiece. But I'm afraid that thievery will get you nowhere. Now that Japan has opened its doors to the world, we can expect there to be many changes in the way we do business here. International trade will serve as an opportunity to greatly enrich our nation. But to make the best of it, we'll need the support of merchants like yourself. As a vassal of the shogunate, I vow to remake Japanese commerce for a new age. And I hope you'll contribute too. By honest means, of course.
I'll consider it. But you better not be paying me mere lip service.
That's the end of that business, I suppose. Here, a bit more than I promised. May it help you find your samurai friend.
Impressive! I wasn't expecting you quite that quick. Truth is, we're being graced with the Shogun's presence today. He's here to observe a little martial arts competition. You'll watch too, won't you? Good. I'll show you inside.
Ah, you're finally here. I asked if you could enter the competition, by the way. Nothing. I just thought you'd want to. No need to thank me, by the way. I heard the Shogun himself will give you your prize if you win 3 matches. Can't say the prize isn't appealing. But honestly, I really just want to meet the Shogun in person. They say he's sharp, you know. And sensible, too. So, are you ready to fight? Then off you go. With your skills, you can't lose. Just go mop the floor with them. His name is Teshu Yamaoka. We use the same dueling style, and he's very good at it. He's known to be a tough one. They say he can pierce steel with a wooden sword. Then get going. I'm in your corner, remember. Make me proud. I knew you could do it. How are you feeling about the next match? Deiju Takahashi, the stepbrother of the man you just fought. He's a master of the Jitokuin Ryu, and is so respected for his skill with the spear he was appointed governor of Ise province. Good. Just keep up the momentum from your last fight. I'm counting on you. You've made it this far. Now you just need to win your next fight. Well, are you ready? A guy by the name of Shigoro Kano. They call him a genius of jujutsu. He's still just a kid, but underestimate him at your peril. The essence of jujutsu is that the gentle can defeat the strong. But what that really means is they can throw a guy twice their size across the room. Win this last match and the prize is yours. I know you can do this. You did it! The prize is ours!
I saw the whole thing. A fine display. Now, how about we test those skills in one last bout?
Oh boy. Now you want a piece of the action? As long as you don't make us forfeit the prize if we lose.
Come on, this may be an official duel, but we wouldn't do something like that. But His Excellency did say he would like to witness you fight one more time, which is why I, busy though I am, have come to make this request. Oh, and His Excellency has requested real swords for the next duel. Your opponent has already given his consent. No two ways about it, your life will be on the line. So, how about we sweeten the pot to make up for it?
After all you've been through, you're not scared of real steel, are you? Just one more bout to go, my friend. Ready to go? I know you're going to win whoever it is you're up against. I believe in you.